Yeah,
but I don't think Anthem's gonna be ready within like.
Isn't it supposed to come out soon?
I think it's supposed to be 2018.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, we're recording, by the way. Hey guys, we're doing the show now.
That game looked cool.
You have to tell us when we're recording so we could be like, "Welcome to the Real Prestar."
So we could get our radio voice.
Yeah. You know one thing? I was listening to an old episode.
Your radio voice isn't as bad anymore.
Yeah, no,
yours is more normal now.
But I kind of missed. Do you remember I would do the "Welcome to the Real Press Start" and either you or Michael. Ooh.
Yeah.
It's weird seeing you guys wearing the exact same shirt sitting next to each other. I'm glad I didn't wear that shirt. That's a dope shirt. It's comfortable as fuck too. Like it's super
shirt.
comfortable.
It's good quality. It's like a tall.
We'll just walk into a room. We're
it's
here
a
to fuck
tall
shit up
instead of like just white.
Yeah.
That should be your tag team name.
Tall and
Filthy Casuals. Tall and White, yeah. Tall and White, your tag team name.
That would have been funnier if that's what you were going to say.
Tall and White. Wait, would one of you be taller?
Not the Casuals.
He's tall. And
the Filthy Casuals.
Filthy Casuals. No. Didn't they have another one that was like something else casual?
Oh, I kept seeing another one. Yeah, it was like there was Filthy Casual and there was
Casual.
No. Yeah, no, it was something like that. It was something. It wasn't like it wasn't.
Yeah.
I think I saw Dirty Casual.
Something like that. Yeah, I think Dirty Casual maybe.
I saw something else too.
Yeah. But Filthy Casual is better than the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rolls off the tongue better.
Yeah. Like Filthy Hobbitses.
Filthy is just a better word in general.
Yeah, I agree.
Filthy.
Definitely. Shit, trying to open some of these.
Some little Asian guy in the gym today was funny.
Did you really?
Yeah, because he didn't know how to box. So I was just beating him up. It was pretty funny.
So yeah, Anthem.
No, that game looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen anything else other than the initial.
Since the initial E3 announcement.
I think they've held back everything just with all the shit EA's been getting.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Because it's an EA game.
Yeah, it is an EA game. And EA, fuck, yeah. You know,
that game seems like there's a lot of stuff that they, where they, one of those games where they're like, oh, we have to take that out. Oh, we could leave that in. Oh, we gotta take
well,
that
they're probably going to rape everyone on microtransactions. Yeah.
It's going to be like, it's going to be like different. I wonder if they're going to try to make it like Destiny. Who makes Destiny?
Bungie.
Bungie? Oh, yeah, that's right there.
Activision, Bungie.
I wonder if they're going to do like how that is where you have like new weapons all the fucking every week. New weapon every week.
No, Destiny doesn't really do that.
I thought they did. Like not a weapon of the week, but it's like a...
Well, yeah, they
bundle.
have
they do like bundles.
Yeah.
New weapon bundles every fucking...
There's a new exotic, or not a... There's just a random exotic that's available in the game for you to buy.
Speaking of games that are anticipating, I haven't really heard shit from them.
Caramel M&Ms, I kind of want to try.
Oh.
Because I was curious.
It's chocolate and caramel.
Yeah.
You heard Cyberpunk 2077's Twitter just tweeted something after 4 years of just absolute nothing?
Who is that?
All it said was, let me see.
Who?
The Cyberpunk, the game coming out from the people that made The Witcher.
Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care about it.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about
Project Red.
About what?
CD Projekt Red. They're the ones that made. CD Projekt Red are the fucking people that still make good games.
I don't like Witcher, but I mean, if they make a different game that's a different style.
Yeah, so Cyberpunk is... How do you...
It's not that I don't like The Witcher, it's just I don't...
Witcher in the future?
You don't like the
I'm just,
medieval time?
No, I'm just the kind of hack and slashy type games I'm not into anymore. Like even God of War, I'm not like...
It's not...
I know,
but it's not really hack and slashy.
But the combat is. I mean, it's... You dodge, you block, you have your combos that you use.
Yeah, but you also
and they're all like... It's just like I like Gang Beasts where like every time is different.
Yeah.
Every time I pick you up, it's different. Every time I punch you, it's different.
Yeah.
It's not always just a...
Not learning the formula of the enemy.
Light strike, heavy strike, dodge.
Yeah.
Like that's how it is to me. Like you have that. You figure out the rhythm of the
enemy.
of the enemy. You figure out when you throw your attacks, and then you just do that over and over until you win.
Yeah.
It's like, to me, that's like not. It's not fun anymore to me. Like, I don't know.
And the sun is kicking my ass. It's just like.
Let's go over here in the shade.
All right, let's do that.
We gotta.
We're taking a road trip here, people.
We'll have to take. Hey, take that chair. Let's take that chair with the phone on the chair.
All right, there we go. Well, I just hold the phone, I guess.
No, we could stand it on something. You don't have to hold it.
All right.
It's way hot. Yeah, I was looking. I took mom to the bank, and I like all the shade spots were taken.
Are you recording right now?
Yeah, I'm still recording. Take him on to the bank. The topics that matter.
A nice shady spot. Rhonda's on the podcast today.
This is one of the first hot days of the summer, or of the summer of the
year.
Of the year. It's been cold and rainy and shit out here.
Thank you. So hold on.
All right. So yeah, the first thing they tweeted out, or the
This is
only
much
thing they
better.
tweeted out,
Rhonda, no jumping.
is beep. That's all they tweeted. But it's
Of
something.
what?
Beep. It's asterisk BEEP asterisk, and that's it. But the internet, the internet is blowing the fuck up because
It's much better over here. Oh shit, I'm staying.
because he just sunk the fuck in as soon as you.
Like that. Oh, it wasn't opened all the way.
So I got a list here of the 15 most anticipated
Rhonda, leave
games
him alone. Go on, get out of here.
for
Go on,
2018.
go on, leave him alone.
They're in no particular order. So I'll just go from down the list.
Really?
Oh, wait, I think
It's the most hype games for 2018.
yeah, the most anticipated.
Hype.
Not necessarily hype because I haven't really heard
Is
hype.
anticipation hype?
Not really.
I think it is, right?
I guess.
It's the same thing.
No, because if something's being hyped, it's like you're seeing it everywhere.
Well, that's
So,
promotion.
yeah, but saying hype, like I'm really hyped about this game,
Oh,
is
it
like
means you're
it's like the same
anticipating.
thing as like
yeah, you're being
Unanticipated.
anticipated about it. Yeah.
it's highly anticipated. It's
Yeah.
a highly anticipated game.
Yeah.
So
But hype. Oh, sorry.
I think
No,
it,
no,
I think
it's
it's a
what
very
the way
small
you mean
difference in the word, but like it means
it's like they're
I guess
putting
the
a
same
lot of
point.
promotion.
Is that coffee or soda?
Coffee.
Okay. It looked like a flat Coke. It's black coffee.
Black coffee.
Yeah.
Why do
Ori
they do
and the Will of
coffee
the
in the
Wisp.
clear, and they give you a soda and
Yeah,
regular
no, yeah.
McDonald's.
That's why I was like, that's weird. When I realized it was McDonald's, I was like, that's why I asked. Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Hori.
Ori. Yeah. It was announced last year at E3.
It's a sequel, right?
I think it's a sequel. Yeah.
Or in the Blind Forest.
Yeah.
Is the first game.
The first one.
What
Crackdown
is that
3.
game about?
It's like a
Is Crackdown for everything?
no,
it's
Crackdown's for Xbox.
Xbox. Yeah. I remember I liked the first
I like
Crackdown.
that game.
I had the first
I heard
Crackdown
the
from
second one was
Well, you
shitty,
know,
right?
it's the same thing with like Last of Us 2, and
Huh?
it's the same thing with like Last of Us 2. It's only PlayStation, but it's a highly anticipated game.
Yeah.
So,
But
you know,
Last of Us-
more and more games are becoming just multi-platform. They're
Yeah.
not.
Well, because it's better.
I feel like the better games though are dedicated to one system.
It depends. It depends. But yeah, the
I
like
feel like the more technical and more complete games are just
one console.
Yeah, because I feel like I think it might be because the games are like specifically tailored
Yeah.
to that
To that
platform.
console.
Like
Yeah.
Horizon is way better than a lot of games. It's
Yeah.
so much better than a lot of games.
Yeah, it's one of the best games like
ever.
that has come out in a long time.
Yeah, it
It's
is
technically
a great
like brilliant. Like everything.
Same thing with like
technically
Legend of Zelda is
you don't.
a technical masterpiece.
You're like when you play Ghost Recon,
Recently on Switch,
you
Nintendo.
feel like it's incomplete. Like there's shit in here that they didn't smooth out right.
Mhm.
You
Well,
play,
yeah, I mean-
play Horizon and everything's crisp.
Yeah.
Everything's like
Well, a lot of
everything's
that has
smoothed
to.
out beautifully. There's nothing.
Even the
that's,
voice
like,
acting is pretty good.
the
Like,
the faces on people, like they look like real people that you've met in
Mhm.
life. Like
Yeah.
this guy looks like I saw him before.
I think
like
a
they're
lot-
real good faces.
A lot of that has to do with because they're doing it for multiple platforms. They have to. Yeah, you're right. They have to kind of like, okay, this is how they. The way they do it normally is they develop for one like this.
Yeah.
This generation, they've been developing for the PlayStation 4 and then
Yeah.
porting things to the Xbox.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
mhm.
but you still have to.
Yeah, you still have to. Kind of,
like Crackdown. I feel like that'll even be more of a complete game.
Yeah.
because it's for one console.
Yeah, and like because there are limitations. Like okay, maybe there's
Or like
certain things the Xbox can
or
do.
like whatchamacallit, what's 'What's the other one that the Xbox has? It's good. Shooting one. What was it called? Shooting Force. 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 Shooting Force.
What?
Gears of War?
Yeah,
Oh,
Gears of
Gears
War. Like that one feels like a complete, complete game.
Yeah, because again, like
Like
it's
even
like,
Call of Duty. Call of Duty is a good game, but even that, like, it feels like there's stuff that they didn't put in, or like it feels choppy. Assassin's Creed feels choppy.
yeah. Well,
They
there's
feel choppy.
limitations to like okay.
All the mostly. I can't think of a game that's multi-platform that's not.
Yeah, but they're still
That's
great
not
games.
like I'm not saying that they're not, but I'm saying the ones that are on another level.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the ones that
It's like
The
another
Last
level.
of Us. And, yeah,
It's like
you're,
a whole
you're
other
right.
level.
You're
It's
right.
not even they're not even in the same.
Yeah,
Category.
well, because they can focus. Like again, they don't have to focus on like the Xbox can't do this or the PlayStation can't do this or you know what I mean. So we have to develop it in between so it can, because each console has its.
Yeah, but even the ones that are compatible for Xbox alone are still good. Are
Yeah,
still better
yeah.
than the
Well, because
multi-platform game.
because they don't have to worry
Yeah.
about like we don't have to limit this one thing because the Xbox does this one thing really good. Yeah,
there's not a lot of anymore.
Well, Xbox kind of has to do that anyway with their own console now because they have so many fucking consoles.
Yeah,
There's not a lot of one platform only games
no,
anymore.
like out of the one, those are the only two Microsoft games, and I think with Sony,
Like
Sony
most
actually has more.
Nintendo games, you don't ever feel like they're not.
Sony has a lot of exclusives coming out
They're
this
not
year.
incomplete. Like most Nintendo, like any Mario you play. And
Yeah, no.
They
'cause
don't
those-
But
feel
most
like-
Nintendo, I don't think I even know a single like Nintendo game that puts out a game every year.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, because they'll fuck around.
Yeah.
Nintendo has pride.
No. Well, see, Nintendo, their biggest thing has always been that the
I
Nintendo
just
quality
hate how
seal.
I just hate how they always have to have a gimmick, but like they take pride in their
Yeah,
fucking
that's what
games
that Nintendo
and their
quality seal.
titles. Yeah,
That means something to them.
Yeah.
They're not just gonna slap that on any game,
Yeah.
and that's one of their big things. That Nintendo seal of approval, that little gold.
yeah,
fucking-
that little ribbon thing. That they-
Yeah.
It's-
So for Sony, you got God of War, which I'm hyped about that. Detroit Become Human. I wanted to play that one so bad at the PlayStation Experience.
It's just filled up so fast.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
even with the reservations, like I was sitting there like waiting for it
that
to load.
game. I could take it or leave it.
Oh, it just looks interesting.
It
I
looks-
like
it
looks
try
good.
Story
it
wise,
looks
it looks like
nice,
it's gonna be an intense story.
but it looks more just like a cinematic game.
Yeah, it looks like it's one of those ones where like okay,
It's like Telltale.
yeah, it looks like a choose your own
I don't like those
adventure.
kind of- like
fucking,
or what was that one? It's not noir, not LA Noir, but there was one where Heavy Rain, right? Heavy Rain. That's what it reminds me of. Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Heavy
it kinda
Rain was
does.
shitty. It was a shitty game. You couldn't play it.
I couldn't get into Heavy Rain either.
That's what I'm saying. You couldn't play it. Like it seemed cool. Like
Yeah.
all the graphics.
And some people
the
loved it,
things,
but yeah,
seemed real
it
cool,
wasn't-
But
it wasn't
I
for me.
can't get into the do this and then do that and then push triangle.
Yeah.
It's like,
Like
what am
Simon
I
says.
doing here?
Simon says.
Like what am I? Yeah, what am
Yeah.
I doing? Am I
playing or am I watching a movie?
Pull it.
Am I
twist
playing
it,
Simon
bust
Says
it.
or am I playing a game? Yeah, you're right. Simon Says. Like that's exactly what I pull it, twist it, bop it. I never liked those things. Like God of War was cool. It's kind of cool.
Have you guys seen that?
Like
God of
doing
War
those
was very
things.
minimal though. It was
Yeah,
just
yeah. It was like
just
you
square triangle.
Because you did
Yeah.
most of the work,
For
and then
finisher.
Yeah, and then you would do that shit. Yeah.
have you seen that the hack bop it? It was a prank, and they were like, it was a bop, and they're in the store, and like I forgot where they were at. They're having people try it out in like a focus group or something. And it's like flick it, bop it, twist it, lick it, and they're like, wait, what?
Suck it.
Yeah, they started doing shit like that. Like it was like, what the fuck?
Stroke. Suck it.
I gotta find that video.
Avocado.
Oh, I was like, hey, point it at the tree because if it's beyond the tree, I can't see it. Spider-Man is another Sony anticipated game. That one looks fucking intense. That looks good.
These are all games, right?
Right now it's only Sony.
Oh.
So
Did you say Crackdown?
the first two are at Microsoft, and these are all Sony now. Sony has.
What about everything?
I'm getting there.
Well, these are just the games that are they're just most anticipated. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter whether they're
Well, no, it's actually broken down into categories. The first two were Microsoft only. These are Sony only. These are PlayStation exclusives.
And the other ones are multi. Okay, wait.
Shut-
What were the only two that were for
Ori
for
and
Xbox?
something.
Ori and the Will
And
of
then
the Wisps
Crackdown.
and Crackdown 3.
No.
And-
What happened to Gears of War? Weren't they making a new Gears of
It
War?
came out last year.
Yeah, it came out last year.
And that wasn't that good or what?
No, it was good. Just
But not
But
groundbreaking.
see, but Xbox has been so like
It wasn't
fucking low key
groundbreaking
lately,
enough.
or not low key,
yeah,
but like
from what I haven't heard. I heard like it's a Gears of War game. Like
yeah,
Same-
there's nothing
same
new.
old.
Yeah.
Not groundbreaking. Yeah.
No,
Not
it's
like
great. It's still a good game.
Not like
but-
Last of Us,
yeah.
where it's like this is a groundbreaking. Not like Horizon, where you're like, this is a groundbreaking game.
But to be fair, those are the first games in their franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gears of War in their first game was kind of like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So you would have to see like how Last of Us 2
What's up
does.
with when does Kojima's game come out?
Oh, I don't know. That
Come out next year?
Probably
or
next
19?
year.
probably yeah.
19?
I'd be super surprised if like E3 comes and he's like September or some shit.
Yeah.
Like,
They might.
we'll
They
just-
might put it out in November.
We'll
It's
just
been a
jizz
while.
everywhere.
When did they announce it?
How long has it been? Like 2 years now?
It's been it's been 2 years. Well,
Possibly.
I can
when
see,
when,
I
when
can
did
see
Metal
them
Gear when did
releasing
Metal Gear 5 come out?
it. I don't know.
I think it has been 2 years.
Almost 3 years.
That game was such a
2.5.
bummer, man.
And yeah, because it came out. It was
And it
announced.
started off so good.
Oh, fuck yeah, it did.
It started off so good, and then
What,
the
Metal
end.
Yeah, that intro. That just
you
that
could tell.
intro
You
level.
could tell when Kojima left. Like you could tell. Like,
Yeah.
well, this is all good, and then all of a sudden, like,
Yeah,
you're
like
like, oh, this. I guess
Yeah.
this is
I
where
think
things went wrong.
I think it was like after like you supposedly killed the burning guy. What's his name?
Oh, oh god, he was a lightning guy in Snake Eater. Damn it, I can't remember his name.
Or no, there was a part where like you had like he was like chasing after you, and you had to like you basically just have to run away.
You're talking about when you're in the when you have to hit him with the water tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest was like them trying to be Kojima. Like
Yeah.
you could tell the fucking thing in his head,
Yeah.
and then those fucking zombie things. Like, you guys are trying to be Kojima. You're not.
And I
They're coming out with that Metal Gear Survive this year.
and,
Oh, that's stupid, man. That is so stupid.
I hate myself.
Nobody's gonna buy that.
I'm gonna buy it. I hate myself that I'm gonna buy it, but I'm gonna fucking buy
Shut
it.
up! You don't hate yourself.
No, I do
Why
because
would you buy that?
because I
He's
know
gonna buy it. He's gonna be like, guys, it's actually really fucking good.
And then we're gonna play it. We're gonna be like, this isn't good.
This is trash.
Oh no, I didn't say that about Rising.
Rising. Yeah,
I said it was okay. I said it's not. I've
much
always
are
said
they
You've
gonna-
talked about Rising a lot. I don't
I've
know,
said it's not
That's a
a
lot of
Metal
free
Gear game.
publicity for Rising.
How much are they charging for that?
I think it's a full price game.
Full price. If it was $40,
Maybe.
Rhonda, come on.
The way I feel about Metal Gear Rising, it's not a Metal Gear game.
That little slobber.
Yeah, she got me right here on my leg too. I got a big old, looks like a jizz stain on my leg now.
Come on, Rhonda. Leave everybody alone.
And then Shadow of Colossus is the last PlayStation exclusive,
Leave him alone, Rhonda.
2018. Multi-platform, Dragon Ball Z,
No, leave
Dragon
him
Ball
alone,
Fighters.
choose.
See,
That-
I get more and
oh.
more excited whenever I look at that.
Yeah.
That one's a fighting game. Right?
Yeah,
it's
that-
not like
It's like Gears of War.
Xenoverse.
Not Gears of War. Guilty
It's
Gear.
like-
Like Guilty Gear.
Yeah,
Oh.
or like
It's not like a.
Marvel
Marvel's
Capcom.
Capcom. Yeah.
Oh, it's
but
not
better.
like in 3D
No,
space.
it's not a 3D. It's like
2D.
but
But
it's good.
You know how
Those-
like what you call it was 3D. What's it called?
Budokai and
No, Raging Blast. What's it called? Something Blast.
I don't know, Raging Blast.
Yeah,
Raging Blast. Yeah. Is that what it's called?
I think it was called Raging Blast.
One of them was called Raging Blast.
Yeah,
That's,
that
if
was
it's
my
the right
favorite
you're
one.
thinking of.
I
That
thought
one was so.
Budokai was your favorite.
No, Budokai's great, but no, Raging
Or
Blast.
was it Tenkaichi or something? What was it?
No, Budokai. Well, I love Budokai, but the Raging Blast one was even better.
I don't know if I played.
It was
Raging
more.
Blast.
Yeah, you did. I had it.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, I had it. It was so fast paced, and everything was like so colorful,
Yeah.
Mm.
and like
This one,
Yeah, you'll really like that one.
this
you
one,
like
this one looks
yeah, that
fucking
was like
intense.
it, yeah.
Have you
That
seen
one
it?
looks like just like the anime, like your fight. Like,
Rhonda, hey, no, get down.
Oh, and she made you spill your coffee.
God damn it, Rhonda. Shit, she's gonna push that wall down. You see, it's like
Yeah, it's already fucking loose. I was watching some gameplay of Dragon Ball Fighters, and there was a triple fucking like, cause you know how you can combine the super attacks.
Mhm.
And I don't know if it was edited at the end, but like it's fucking
so. What's a team of 3 versus a team of 3 or what?
yeah, it's 3-on-3, and then
Rhonda,
it
come
was
on. Get out of there.
Oh god, what was it? I think it was
Get
Vegeta.
out of there. Go on. Go inside.
It was Vegeta, Cell, and I think Android 18.
Stop it.
And
inside.
they were fighting
Come on,
Majin Buu.
go inside.
And then at the end of it, like it's so like each one comes in and does their finisher, and at the end of it, they're all three of them are there like fucking doing their finisher, and the fucking world explodes. Like it's just
Oh,
like
that was
zooms
good.
out of the planet, the planet just explodes. I was like, that's fucking awesome.
That happened a lot.
Yeah, no, it did.
You could always blow up the world, and all of them.
Can you? Like the
And
whole
Raging
world?
Blast, yeah, you blow up the whole shit.
The whole world?
Yeah.
The whole
Well, I know
world.
you can blow up the map. But no, this zoomed out on the planet.
No, that
and the
would-
planet exploded.
No, that would happen.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember that.
It's
And
the
then,
map,
and
but
then
it's
after
the
all
whole-
your surroundings are like covered in like it was like
Lava and shit.
Yeah, no, I remember
molten.
that, but 'cause I always remember zooming out and like showing like a fucking.
No,
like,
that-
this one the whole planet, like it showed the whole planet and then the fucking ring,
Uh-huh.
it exploded.
No, this one they would zoom out sometime. Not all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the
I do
time,
remember
it
being able to destroy
would, most of
the.
the time it would zoom out and it would show the explosion.
Yeah. Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah.
I hope they don't have auto aim.
Yeah, that's well. I don't care so much about the story. Like you could just turn that off. But
On online.
yeah, but on if they
Online.
Did you
do have
play?
it
Did you
online.
guys play
No,
the
they
first Red
shouldn't
Dead?
even give you an option for auto aim. Don't even know.
Yeah.
How did she get up?
She opened the door. I saw her. She just
Yeah,
popped
she
the door
could
open.
put her nose in and
Hey.
go out of here. Go on. Go inside. Go inside.
She's
Go
like
on.
a bad kid.
Yeah, she is. She's like Jasmine. She was like, smiling like Jasmine.
Right. Well, Anthem. There we go. Anthem says date to be announced, but it's supposed to be coming out 2018.
Go inside, Rhonda. No jumping. No. Damn it. Jesus.
Anthem is the next one in the list.
You
That
said there
one's
was a
like
release
a-
date?
Huh?
No,
You
it
said there was
said,
a release date.
it said to
No,
be
it says to
announced.
be announced.
TBA?
Yeah, TBA. But it's expected to come out
Gonna get some
2018.
of that TBA.
Far Cry 5. Mega Man 11.
Now these are multi-platform.
Yeah, multi-platform. Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm actually. I need to replay. I have both 1 and 2. I need to replay.
I honestly forgot about Kingdom Hearts 3. It's been so long.
I
since
know,
it's supposed to be
seriously.
released.
I don't remember much of the story. I mean, like.
I think it's been supposed to come out like each year for the past like 3 or 4 years now.
Yeah. Yeah, or they've hinted at it. There's always been something about Kingdom Hearts 3 each year at E3. Yeah, I gotta play. I gotta replay through them. But they're hard to play now. Like when they first came out, I thought, did you have some of those candy cigarettes too?
Can I have?
You have to play like the HD remixes.
Yeah,
They're
I have.
a lot
I,
smoother. The first, the 1 and 2, they're kind of choppy.
You can't play them just because they're old.
no, it's just I'm just not used to the play style again. I gotta get used to it
Oh.
again. But yeah,
Those games are good.
I really enjoyed it. I remember enjoying the story.
They're good.
But fuck, when did the first one come out? The first one came out.
A
In
long
two,
time.
I was in the army when it came out. It was in 2000.
Very- It's a good game.
Which
Like-
I remember playing it when I was in Fort Leonard.
Kingdom Hearts, I remember like just going to Uncle Danny's and watching Nisi play it. Like,
Yeah, they had it.
Yeah.
I didn't have it.
Yeah, I still have 1 and 2, the original ones,
Yeah.
on the PS2, and then I have the PS3 remakes. I'm probably gonna buy the PS4 remakes. I mean,
remember when I first saw that game, I was like, wait, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
They're just
It's
like,
so
why is Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck fighting?
why are they
Fucking
Japanese?
Final Fantasy players?
Why is Goofy Japanese? I don't understand.
the one thing that bugged me in that
But then when
game-
you play, you're like, oh, this is really well done.
yeah, like that's the thing. It's like it's a kid's game that has a deep story. Like it's
well done.
Yeah, it's really well done. The gameplay was great. The story was great. But see, the story kind of they did the whole Assassin's Creed thing though, where it's like, oh, well, Metal Gear did the same thing though. It's like the story just gets really like convoluted and fucking like because they did a prequel.
Yeah, with all the like 1.5, 1 point, there's like a 2.8.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
What?
for Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts,
There's like so
Kingdom
many
Hearts
like
2.8,
supposed
yeah.
like middle story.
And then there's like Chain of Memories and fucking like.
For me, that game doesn't really need a story.
Mhm.
They don't even need dialogue.
Mhm.
They just need a.
They need to play well.
Just
I don't know,
go.
but the story, like if you just play the first 2 games, just the Kingdom Hearts games.
It's a good story. It's a good
It's a good story. It's a great story.
Yeah.
It's like there's different worlds out there. There's something taking the light from all the worlds, and you got to figure out what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
like,
but that's what I'm saying. That
And
you don't need a backstory to that.
Yeah.
That's it right
well, yeah,
there. You
but
don't
then
need any
but,
more.
but on top of that, like
you're fighting the dark fucking guys.
But on top of that, you've lost your two best friends go missing, and now you're trying to find. You don't know where they're at in all these worlds that are disappearing. So you're trying to find your
yeah,
friends.
because I
at the
think
same
like
time.
1.5. Because in 2 you play as Roxas, not Sora.
Yeah.
So
But
I
see,
think
yeah.
I think in 1.5 you
How
play
is,
as
like-
Sora, like just with like his what's his name?
Yeah, and then there's that one.
Ryuk? What is it?
Which one? Oh, Riku.
Riku.
No, Riku's a girl, isn't it? No, Kyrie's a girl. Riku's a guy. Yeah.
See, but those are just like kind of objectives,
Yeah.
right? It's not like really a story.
Yeah, but no, I mean, but like there's a storyline. Like it's like
Like
Yeah, but
Mickey
I'm
Mouse is like the king
Yeah,
of like
see.
whatever.
Yeah. he's like like he's just of like this. I guess not in the universe, but he's kind of like God almost, but he's not. Like he's God without the powers.
Yeah.
Because he's the one. I think he's the one that's giving the Keyblades or some shit. Or,
It's like the like Nemo.
yeah, yeah,
That's what it's like, right? Like,
yeah. A lot like Nemo.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
And then, but
It's
see,
like almost the exact same story.
you know how hard it is. I've been trying to find the movie because
It's on YouTube. You watch on YouTube.
I watch on YouTube, but I want to actually get it
Yeah,
for Jasmine because she loved it.
that shit is good.
That's a great fucking movie. I missed that fucking
I
movie.
barely
man.
saw it like not too long ago, like last year.
Nemo's Adventures in Dreamland.
Dreamland, yeah. Great movie.
Super underrated movie. I have like a fucking burn on the side of my head right here. I just got my haircut, and the fucking barber was just like just grinding on my head right there. It was like fucking.
Were they just like this?
Yeah, when they just, but like he was like pushing in. And he was. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
You have a weird shaped
Fucking
head.
won't come out.
Yeah. Psychonauts 2. Anticipated game.
Psychonauts?
I like the first Psychonauts. The first Psychonauts game came out on the Xbox.
Okay.
So that's like it's like PS2 game.
I never played that one, but I heard it was good.
It's a good one. I liked it.
I
Yeah,
never
you
heard
did
of
play it.
I never played it.
Yeah, you did.
I never
Yeah,
played
you
it.
did.
I don't remember playing
Well, you were a kid.
it. Or when I played it, I was shitty at it because I didn't know how to play
It came out before I left for the army.
Like I didn't know how to play it.
Yeah. And then
What was
Nintendo.
It was PlayStation 1?
What?
Fire Emblem
PlayStation 1 or
Pokemon.
PlayStation 2?
It was Xbox game. Xbox exclusive.
I thought it came out on... Then how would I have
Oh
played
wait,
it?
no, it did come out on PlayStation. It did come out on
Pretty
PlayStation.
sure.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
sure
never
it came out.
played it.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. Fire Emblem Switch, Pokemon Switch, and that's it. Yeah,
What is Pokemon Switch? Is it just a
it's a
regular
Pokemon game.
Is it 3D or something? Or what's it?
Pokemon Switch?
No,
Does it look cooler or is it just
They
like
they
straight
haven't
up?
shown anything about Pokemon.
they've just kind of announced it.
They kind of just said last year like we're working on Pokemon game for the Switch.
Oh, really? They no details. Just
Slated
know you're
slated
gonna
for
buy
this
it.
year.
They
Yeah.
just know you're gonna buy it 'cause it's Pokemon.
This is
But-
Pokemon.
Is that what, the same thing with Fire Emblem? They said they have a Fire Emblem game coming out for Switch this year.
No details.
No details, yeah.
Maybe they just assume you think it's gonna be the same style of game,
Mhm.
top down.
Well, it probably will be.
Top down.
All I want it to be is to be more detailed, kind of like how the
Mario
GameCube
games.
and
Mario games.
kind of like how the GameCube and the Wii U games were. They were like more gritty character designs and that stuff.
Just more realistic.
Yeah.
Or like more just up in the technology. Like make this look more
Yeah.
clean.
Because like the DS games, they're kind of like an anime style, like in the character models. I'm not a huge fan
Of what?
of the character models when they
From
fight
what?
in Fire Emblem for the DS games. So I'm hoping they just don't keep that style and they kind of go on and do something different. Cause
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are they going to be all more detailed, like
if they do like the other console
not
games that they
8-bit
had,
or whatever the fuck? You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
If they do like GameCube and Wii U, which they actually did, they made it more realistic for what they could do with that.
They need
Those
to bring
consoles.
back Mario Party.
They probably will.
Super Smash Brothers.
Oh, they're definitely gonna do a Smash Brothers.
And get the fuck out of here at your bullshit controllers. Give me a regular fucking controller.
They do have a regular controller.
They do?
Yeah. Even the Wii and the Wii U have a regular controller too.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna buy
Like, how
one
does
of
it look?
those.
It's just like a fucking D-pad, like
Yeah.
a fucking like a regular.
It looks more like an Xbox controller.
Yeah.
But like it looks like a hybrid between the PlayStation controller and an Xbox controller.
Yeah.
Because it kind of has like the grips like a PlayStation controller, but it has the analogs and all the
Yeah.
other
Does
stuff.
it come
like
with
a Xbox.
No, you gotta buy
No,
it
it's
separate.
like
Nintendo.
50,
Nintendo's all about
$60.
making you buy their accessories. That's
Yeah.
one
See,
of their
that
big
shouldn't
things.
that's not an accessory, though. It's stupid.
Oh, because you can play their games normally with just
I
like
hate those little controllers that they have.
Well, there's like a little
I hate
thing that
those.
they clip onto and they.
I know
connect it
that,
to,
but
like, a
it's
regular controller.
I have
Which
no
actually,
respect.
it's actually kind of comfortable.
I have no respect for these things.
you heard. There's a company that's like I guess there are people in this world they prefer the Xbox controller over the PlayStation controller for some fucking stupid reason.
The Xbox?
Yeah.
It's because it's bigger and heavier.
I don't like that. I
don't care.
I think
I say like I mean they're both good. The difference between them is slight. Like
Yeah.
the advantage. I don't like the place. I like the placement of the analog of PlayStation better.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Yeah.
I don't
I
like.
prefer
I feel
this
like my
over-
my thumb's too bunched up. Here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. When
I
you're
feel like I
doing,
need it a little longer out.
Yeah.
Because I don't like how they have that here and then the D-pad down here. Right? That's how they have it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they have the D-pad switched,
Yeah.
which is weird.
And then, but there's a company making a Xbox. It's pretty much the Xbox controller for PlayStation.
Well, they already have one of those.
Do they?
Yeah, me and my Razer.
I think the
Oh, okay.
PlayStation
I didn't know
controller is way better though. I mean,
Yeah,
I
they
think
came out-
I
they
feel
came
like
out with
that's
two-
that.
they call them pro controllers or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I feel like
Because
that's
they have the buttons on the back.
Oh yeah.
that's just
but-
preference shit though.
Yeah, I think so. But
'Cause,
I,
I mean,
I always prefer to play. No,
It's a
my only
preference.
issue with the
You can't-
PlayStation
you can't
controller.
say they're both on the same level. You can't say which one's better.
No,
It's all-
I think I'm just used to the PlayStation controller.
Yeah, that's why it's prefer.
Yeah.
You prefer
Yeah.
PlayStation.
Yeah, I think it's just a subjective thing.
But
Yeah.
if I play a Xbox game, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm
this
not
would be
doing.
way better with the PlayStation.
Or
controller.
or I'm not doing good because it's an Xbox controller.
Oh
Like
no,
no,
but I would probably do better with an Xbox or PlayStation controller. I'm just
I
saying.
mean,
because I mean,
within the
Yeah.
for the first hour, maybe.
Yeah, no, yeah, it just-
like you'll
yeah,
get used
it
to
just
it.
takes adapting.
Real
it's the
fucking
same
quick.
shit. I mean, you just can't look at the thing when it tells you like, oh, B.
It's the
Like
same-
that's B.
Like I've played Call of Duty. I've played Call of Duty on my own PlayStation for years,
Mhm.
and I've gone to my friend's house. He has an Xbox, and played Call of Duty with him. And like within like 2 games, I get as good as I am with the PlayStation.
yeah.
So like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
It's the
it's just
same shit.
adapting,
Yeah.
but
I mean, it's that one's there, this one's here. It's all the same shit.
Sony's announced that they're going to be focusing more on.
I hate when people complain about that. Like, oh, if this was on Xbox,
Oh
I
yeah.
would do that. No, you wouldn't. You suck at this game. It's not gonna change the way you think because
Just-
it's fucking different controller.
just because your left analog is slightly higher or slightly lower than what
Yeah.
you're used to.
Yeah, it's not changing your reaction timing. Or the
Same,
way
like
you're
same thing with the Switch. The
thinking.
Switch has some really weird.
Yeah, it might
uh,
throw off your rhythm a little bit,
yeah.
but it's not gonna.
it's
It's
not
not. It's not enough.
Yeah.
Maybe at a certain level if the games are really close,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
at a certain level, there's not. It's not. Doesn't change it. Like you're gonna get the same result regardless.
Yeah. Sony says they're going to be focusing more on single player games in 2018.
That's a good
Who?
idea.
I think so.
Sony?
Sony.
Yeah.
Why? I've been into multiplayer games lately.
Have you?
Before I was all about single player.
Well, I think a lot of people are getting away.
I'm
from
tired
it.
of the first person. I think because people are tired of these first person shooters that they always
Yeah.
try to shove down everybody's throat.
Yeah, they need to make more variety of multiplayer.
Of
games if they're
multiplayer,
gonna
yeah.
make multiplayer
Yeah,
games.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm tired of all these first-person shooters. Those are like the only ones that are.
First person in general, make some third person, like
Yeah.
really good third person.
Well, like if you look at the
They
games,
need to
that,
make another Max Payne.
like Ghost Recon. Ghost Recon's really good right now.
but look at the games that are
I haven't
coming
played
out.
the online, but I
I
assume
played it
just
once. I played it once, and
just-
I had a lot of fun.
yeah, just based on the style of the games, I was like, this would be really badass online. I love the bullet physics in that game though. Really
Ghost Recon?
badass. Yeah, they fucking lob. The bullets lob.
Yeah.
They're not
They're
fucking.
more
just-
realistic.
Yeah.
The thing that makes me laugh is like, cause like when you play Battlefield, the bullet fucking physics on that one are insane. They're like you fucking shoot like
Yeah,
It's
you
like
have
a-
to shoot up in the air to fucking shoot across the map and shit.
yeah.
On what?
Like in Battlefield.
Oh yeah.
Like to shoot a guy fucking who's like sitting in that tree, you gotta shoot up at the fucking thing. To, like,
I mean, because
I like how they make the bullets like they seem meaningful, like the way they sound, like
Yeah.
the way the smoke and the flash. Like it just seems more meaningful when you shoot a shot in Battlefield
yeah
compared to Call of Duty.
compared to Call of Duty, yeah. Like even the fucking like
Call of Duty's a more fast-paced
Yeah.
style, where Battlefield's a more
Battlefield's more of a campaign, more of a tactical. Yeah, it's more of a yeah. It's like okay. It's
well, if
like,
you want to talk about tactical, you play Rainbow Six.
yeah. Oh, definitely. No,
Yeah.
like well, to me, like the way I describe Call of Duty versus Battlefield, or like or even Siege, is it's like when you know there's how the different styles of paintball. There's that they call it speedball, where it's just those inflatable, like inflatable barricades and stuff. They're like triangles and cones and shit, just out in the middle of a field, and people just run at each other.
Uh-huh.
And then there's Yeah, they call it speedball. It's paintball, but it's like it's just, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, but like it's supposed to be like fast paced. You're like
Yeah, they call
you're
it
basically just rushing at each other.
Yeah, and then there's campaigns
It's like
or
fucking
tactical.
Troy with fucking paintball guns.
Pretty much, yeah. And then there's the tactical or the they call it tactical paintball, which is like or scenario games. Scenario games is what I'm meant to say, where it's like there's like houses or like a small little town built, or like just like there's a place that I go to that has it has a big down helicopter in the center. It's got like just different vehicles all around it.
Yeah, they have like a bunch of game modes, right? Like oh, you have to defend this area.
Yeah.
Keep anyone from getting in this area for like 10 seconds.
Yeah. There's one place I want to go so bad called I forget the name of the place now. Fuck. But they have a castle, and the campaign like in the game mode you play there is just you're defending your castle. And so there's like one team stays in the castle and just defends it. It's like a legit castle. It's got turrets and fucking all this place where you can like set up.
You gotta like.
It's got a moat around it and got bridges. And then like everyone else, like the other team has to fucking swarm the castle.
What is that game?
It's paintball.
Oh,
It's a live action game.
that's cool. It's a live action.
It's a live action
I
game.
thought you were talking about video games.
There's a place.
pretty cool.
What happened to our LARPing?
What happened with the Void?
I was gonna tell you guys. I was literally about to bring that up right now.
Yeah, I thought you were. What? Okay, give us the deets. I didn't watch that video.
No, you didn't.
No.
Oh, I just sent it to Gabriel because
Yeah,
Gabriel
yeah,
didn't know
it
what the
was.
void was.
Well, you sent it on the thing.
I sent it in the group thing, yeah. But
But you
But
meant
there's
for me to
one
just watch.
opening up where at?
it's right there. It's already open by my house in downtown Disney. It's $30 a game, and the games are minimum 30 minutes.
$30 for 30 minutes.
$30 for 30 minutes, and but they can go long. It says prepare to be there for at least 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a minimum 30 minutes you're getting out of it. And the one right now, I guess they do different campaigns like at a time. So right now the game it's a Star Wars game at the moment. And I saw a trailer for it. It looks like Rogue One. It looks like you're playing Rogue One.
But what are you doing?
I don't know. It looks like
They don't show exactly what you're doing.
they did all the trailer shows is like you're in an elevator and you got that one robot with you, the Alan Tudyk voices.
Do you have a headset on? You have a
Yeah, it's a full. Oh yeah,
augmented reality.
That video. Watch that video that I sent. It's full. You got the head that you.
It's augmented.
No.
No, it's got a full
It's
VR.
full on
headset,
VR, but
like,
the
you
room
just
that you
want-
go
but
into,
it's like 1-to-1. So like, let's say you have that VR thing, like all the boundaries are the walls.
yeah. And if
Like,
there's a
this
door,
area.
if there's a door in the game,
Oh.
there's
Or like
an actual door
where
for
this
you.
tree is because there's something in there that
Yeah.
represents that tree or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then because one of the ones that they show in their thing is like
That's what
there's
you
one
do.
player he's carrying like it's in real world it looks like a black baseball bat with nails poking over the top of it, and then in game it's a torch, and you can hand it off, and like if I hand Gabriel the torch in the game, like he actually takes the torch. It's not like I have to scroll through an inventory to give it to him. Here's the torch, and then he reaches over and takes the torch from me, and he has the torch.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's like real.
It's like realistic shit. It's fucking cool. So
It's just augmenting everything.
Yeah. It's they call it hyper reality. It's not virtual reality because you're dealing with the situations in reality, but you're not seeing
reality.
Yeah.
It's just wait a minute. I don't understand.
Okay, so
So the environment is what you're seeing, but it's
The closest thing to it would be augmented reality.
yeah.
but it's like just making everything look cooler.
Yeah.
And then you.
So like when I look at you, okay, in the game, if I looked at you, I wouldn't see you. I would see your character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because
But,
you're still.
but
seeing,
I'm literally standing here.
Yeah, you're like.
if we're looking at each other in the game, we're standing where we are.
Yeah, and I would reach over to touch you,
you're
and like
touching
I'm
me.
touching you, but
Yeah.
it's I would see my hand touching your character.
Yeah. And then the enemies are just.
The enemies are just NPCs. The enemies
Yeah.
aren't actually there.
Yeah.
There's no real people, but all the cover, any door, any switch, anything you actually interact with in the game is really there.
What if they mess it up a little bit and it's like an inch off,
Then you're fucked.
and you just
And it's off
run
and you're
smack
like-
into a fucking.
You just-
You're like.
You know what? That would be awesome, like a way to prank people in that one. Like, oh, this guy was an asshole. Let's set his settings just an inch off for everything, and he's just bouncing into everything.
Yeah,
Like the whole game, he's just doing
He's hitting
this.
his shoulder against the fucking doors when he walks through. Like fuck.
He's that stormtrooper from the first one, just bonks his head.
So you have weapons.
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah, you have a gun. You
Yeah,
actually
kind of
work-
like the VR game we played. Like they give you like
Yeah.
that little gun thing. They probably give you something.
They give you a
that-
gun like that. And then what's cool about it too is like because a lot of times you're not using the weapon. You're like to open a door, you actually use your hands to push the door open. And the way it works is because like I was watching a spec demo what they did, and it's pretty much an Oculus Rift with a sensor on the front and cameras, so it knows where your hands are.
Yeah.
So like when you move your hands and do this, that's what you're seeing in the fucking game. You're not like it's your hands are your controller.
Yeah.
So
Oh wow.
yeah,
Pretty cool.
yeah, we got to do that shit.
I'm $30
$30
for 30 minutes. Yeah, we should do that one.
For 30 minutes?
Yeah,
It's a lot of money.
minimum 30 minutes.
It's a lot of money,
I'd be
but it's
down to
pretty
do
cool.
two games.
$60 for an hour, at least.
Yeah, but it looks dope.
I'm gonna do mushrooms and then.
I remember the first time I ever played any kind of VR. Well, actually, no, it wasn't VR. It was I forget what it was. Simulator. It was like instead of a flight simulator, it was a mech game. Do you remember? Okay, remember
Mets?
mech?
New York Mets?
New York Mets.
Do you remember? Okay, do you remember where GameWorks was in Puente Hills Mall?
Oh, I remember that
Right.
thing.
That place that was across from it.
Yeah, they had that mech game. They had a bunch of.
Yeah.
I remember I boxed Annalise there.
Did you?
Yeah, they had like these little.
Oh yeah,
things.
they had the VR boxing there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and
that was a long
Bouncer-
time ago.
That was a long fucking time ago.
And I was wondering, like, why don't they have more places like this?
Because that shit's expensive, especially back then. It was super expensive.
Yeah, I don't even remember how much it was.
Like me and Bouncer. I remember me and Bouncer. I think we
I was,
paid like
super
$60
young.
for that.
Like
fucking
it's
thing.
like one of those very big.
This was like
things.
it had to be late '90s.
They only had a couple games too. Huh?
Yeah, they didn't have a lot of
They had,
games.
like 4 games.
But me and Bouncer did acid and then went and played those things.
Oh really?
Yeah,
The mech game.
The mech game. That shit was fucking awesome.
Really?
Yeah. Because like what made it even cooler though, because when you died, your mech would fall on its back and you would see the clouds and then they would just swirl and then you would respawn. It was like what the fuck. That shit was nuts.
It's hilarious.
But yeah, we got to do that maybe next weekend. Maybe we can do it next weekend and do the show
I don't
after.
know, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's a lot of money. I got to.
It's $30.
Yeah, but it's a lot of money.
Then we can just do the show at my house afterwards because it's
It's
like
$30.
down the street from my house.
Yeah, the thing's cool.
Yeah,
I wonder how.
you gotta watch that. Because after I watched that other video, wait, did I send you one video or 2 videos?
I only got like one that was kind of like a trailer.
Okay, no, then I didn't send the other one. Then the other one, I'll show it to you guys right now when we're done. Like it's an actual like, it's an older like it's at their original facility, and it's how they all it's like it's pretty much a tech demo of what they do, and it goes back and forth from the people in the room just like. In an empty room shooting at shit, and then it like shows you what they're actually doing in game. Then it goes back to them. You know what I mean? So it kind of like it gives you the vibe of what actually happens when you're
Hey,
there.
Michael, what if that chair breaks and then you fall in that pile of shit right there?
That's what would happen.
That's exactly what happened.
That would be awful. I would be like down.
And you're in the softest part of the mud too, so like your chair's been slowly sinking the entire time.
Yeah, but at least it won't break.
I think you reached the where it's like the
It's
softest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of angled my chair just so it'd be like right next to that pile of poop and not on it.
Let's see, what else do I got? I think there's a new sex robot. That's what I have.
Of course.
There's a new sex robot.
Sex robots.
Say hello to.
Yeah.
Does this one have a gallon of cum in it?
No, this one does not have
Yeah,
a gallon of
seriously,
cum.
you're right. There's always a new sex robot.
Dude, sex robots is big right now. That's like that's like the new tech that everybody wants.
Porn is like a million years ahead in tech.
Yeah, porn like since I'd say since the late '90s, video games and porn have led fucking.
Like, I'm pretty sure porn has led VR.
It used to be like war.
Still?
Used to, I think so, but war used to be like most technology used to come from war.
Yeah,
Like cell phones and shit. Like a lot of that shit came from war.
I'm sure it still is.
No, more of it comes. No, like it's been
Certain.
statistically, most consumer electronics now come from
Yeah,
porn and video
consumer
games.
electronics.
Well, I think maybe it's more.
But I would still think the highest tech is still in.
I think it's all streamlined by porn because they're able to make it so.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
affordable
Yeah,
that could be it. Yeah.
It's manufacturable.
Yeah, well, that's what consumer electronics.
Yeah.
It's like it's all bred by porn now. Like
Like I'm sure, like military has like some crazy shit.
Oh yeah, they definitely do. Oh shit! Speaking of crazy shit, at work there's this area.
What was that video? There was a video that people were talking about that the pilot, like
With that
saw
fucking
it.
thing in the sky or what?
The-
That everyone was talking about.
Not that.
The dick.
No, not
Was it dick?
the
Still the dick.
SpaceX. The SpaceX launch. Did they do another one? Or this was
Yeah, that was a while ago. I
Not
saw that shit.
No, not that. The other thing. There was another thing that the I don't know, the Air Force or whatever had saw and flying in the sky, and it was like rotating and like flying fast as fuck.
And SpaceX says it was us. It was us.
No, what's his name said it was Tom DeLonge.
Tom DeLonge.
Tom DeLonge from Say It Ain't So, I Will Not Go.
Oh, from fucking Blink-182.
Blink-182, yeah, that guy, Tom DeLonge. He was like, no, that's us.
Did he?
Yeah, because apparently he's been working with, he was on Joe Rogan, and he's been working with Skunkworks.
Skunkworks.
And I forgot, I think they made the fucking, what is that shit called? The stealth bird? What is that shit called? The black fucking...
The Blackbird?
The
Yeah, the black.
the hummingbird fucking drone.
No, the blackbird.
No,
The fucking-
Blackbird was like 40 years ago.
Yeah, but they got a new one.
Okay.
They have new ones that are like crazy badass.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Have you seen that stealth hummingbird?
No.
It's like a fucking drone. It looks like it
Anyway,
looks
but
like a
yeah.
black hummingbird. And it just like it flies, like has got the wings like a hummingbird, and like they can control it, and like fucking it even zips around like a hummingbird, and you control it like all like.
Yeah.
And it's like it's meant for recon and shit.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah. Yeah, they have all that shit. Those pins that roll around. Like
Yeah,
in
fucking
like
Siege.
Sage's favorite game.
I guess badass, man.
Yeah.
That game is
Oh,
dope.
my bad. No, I could see what you mean. I can't get into it though.
No.
Like if you could just sit and like try and understand all the different shit that each
Yeah.
operator does and everything.
That's the thing that like because
And
like
how
that's
to
my
ca-
kind of
and
game
how
right
to
there.
counter
Like
each
with
thing.
Metal Gear, the same thing. It's like you can't just like you have to be patient. You have to be, you know what I mean. You can't.
Mhm.
You have to learn.
Figuring out the best way to use operator too, because a lot of things like you could like there's a guy with a sledgehammer
Mhm.
who could just like he can just put holes in the walls.
Yeah.
But like sometimes you gotta know what walls that are good to go through.
Yeah, and you gotta have. And see, I feel like that one you have to have a good team too.
Mhm.
Like because
Yeah, that's what. You gotta communicate. And
Yeah.
Shit. I'm like, it's too
See, I think us three, like if we played,
Most people are pretty good. Like if you play ranked, everyone gets on their mic and everyone talks to each other.
Hmm.
Casual,
I don't want to do all that either, though.
yeah.
That's the thing, yeah.
I don't want to be all fucking.
But see,
talking and
but
shit.
that's why the Sony's focusing more on single player games. It's like
Yeah.
because like a lot of people they'll get on and like no one turns on their mic. It's like everybody has a mic,
It's probably-
everyone's
well-
listening, but no one ever talks on it.
Since the PlayStation 4
Not
came out,
everybody has a mic.
that was more abundant because it's more abundant now because everyone just goes into party chat and doesn't talk to anyone.
Yeah.
And talks to their friends.
Talks to
or
their own
whatever.
Yeah,
party,
the
yeah.
party
Again,
chat. Yeah.
Like, well, that's what we would do too.
They just
Like
need
on
a
GTA.
way more of like doing how they're doing with the social media thing, where they link it to your Facebook.
Yeah.
And you can see your friends who have PlayStation.
Yeah.
It's not everybody like. You
They
don't even
done
know.
that- They had that since the beginning.
Sometimes yeah, but I know that, but that helped a lot. Like,
Yeah, it did. Especially for party forming and such.
it's just not a lot of people like have and play games, and when they do, it's not the same game you play.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Or like a lot of times too, it's like I'm playing this game and then one of my friends is playing that game. Like I don't want to play that game right now.
Yeah.
Then you start getting a fucking shit ton of invites. It's like fuck off! I don't want to play that game right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like
Like-
Brian,
What annoys me the
the
most
first
is
is
when
always
I'm
playing,
watching
but
like YouTube or
he's never playing the same game.
Oh, Brian, yeah.
And like he has that game,
Like yeah, you know he does, but
but he never is playing the same game. Never.
well, see, Brian, what he does is he'll be playing a game, and then like he'll get tired of it, and then he'll just stop playing it forever. So like you might go back to it, and you're like, hey, let's play this game, and he's like, no. He's just like,
Yeah. I don't want to play that game.
I don't want to play that game. Fuck that game. I'm tired of that game. Or like because he's also a big proponent of the game cheats.
Oh.
And so he'll get frustrated with the game. Oh, the game fucking cheats. Fuck that game. And he just stops playing it.
The game cheats. Well, I mean,
I remember me and him almost got into a literal fight
Yeah.
one day. We were playing NBA 2K, and normally he just whoops my
the game
ass. at that
does
point.
cheat, but like there's ways of countering the cheating.
Yeah, that's what being a gamer is. That's what's fucking. You're playing the game and you learn.
You know how to counter.
Yeah, I mean, of course the game's gonna cheat. The game, like okay, when
so
you
realistic.
so
with
like okay, like Assassin's Creed right now, the NPCs know where you're at all times. They always know where you're at.
Yeah, if they see you.
Yeah.
If they see you once, they're just like, I know where you are.
Yeah. No, they don't even have to see you. The computer knows where you are,
Uh-huh.
so it can tell the NPCs this is where the fucker is. But they have to it's like
But they have them just kind of conveniently walk by.
yeah.
And then like you'll be trying to sneak around and they'll fucking turn around like, why are you turning around?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
But it's like the game. Yeah, the game knows where you're at all times. The game is the game. Like you're playing the game. Like
This is the game, yeah.
You're trying
Or
to
it's
beat
like-
the game.
Like Mortal Kombat, it's just gonna do leg sweeps.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta
do
figure
legs.
out. You gotta figure it out.
You just gonna do leg sweeps?
Or like playing a computer, they know every fucking combo and execute that shit perfectly every
Yeah,
fucking time.
every
Like-
fucking time. But there was one time me and player two, we almost got into a fist, like legit, like we both had we both fucking bad stare down, like all right, let's just fucking calm down. we were playing fucking NBA 2K,
Yeah.
and I was he was getting pissed because I was winning.
Yeah.
And he threw my controller. Like that's what pissed me off. Is he threw my controller. Like,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
You throw your own.
Don't
controller.
throw your own goddamn controller. That motherfucker cost me $60. If you're gonna buy me another goddamn controller,
Yeah.
don't be throwing my controllers.
Yeah, that's too much. Like over a game to throw a controller.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever thrown a controller.
I've
Like,
never-
If I have thrown it, I've thrown it like on my bed on a
Yeah,
pillow or something.
yeah.
Like fuck.
Because I see that shit all the time. Like, oh, what game made you break your controllers? And you know what? I do have a game that made me break controllers, but not like out of frustration. I broke my controller.
Yeah.
My PS3 controllers, all the analog sticks on the fucking. Oh no, is it my? No, it's my PS4 controllers. Like my original two PS4 controllers, the right analog stick is all wonky, and it's like if you're just let it go, whatever game you're playing, it'll just move the player or whatever the right analog stick moves.
Yeah.
As is Metal Gear 4.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember when
Yeah.
you would get knocked out,
I have
you had
two
to fucking
controllers that are like that.
you had to fucking spin the right analog stick, and all my right analog sticks are fucked up because of that
yeah,
game. Because we would just sit there and spin the fuck out of it, and it would
Yeah.
fuck up the.
Two of my controllers are like that right now. I have three controllers.
Uh-huh.
Red, blue, and gold.
Yeah.
Gold's the only one that's good right now. And the red, I'm thinking about just taking in the red and blue to GameStop, get like $10 each for them.
Yeah,
And then just buy another one.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I wonder. I know there's a place that actually fixes them, but I don't know if they actually. I know they fix PlayStations. I don't know if they fix
Well, I
controllers.
know GameStop refurbishes them. I don't know.
Remember that movie with The Rock,
Which one? There's been quite a few.
Walking Tall?
Yeah, I remember that.
He has that big stick.
Yeah, that's the movie I was thinking of. I was like, what fucking movie am I thinking? This stick is this big branch is reminding me of something. And he kept it in the back of his truck like a fucking shotgun, but it was a branch.
Yeah.
Oh no, it wasn't a 2x4. It was a 2x4.
I want to watch that movie. Yeah. No. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, it was a 2x4.
But he like carved it in.
Like he carved the handle into it and wrapped tape around it and shit. Like,
But it would have been better if it just had like a tree branch.
like a tree branch. Yeah.
That's way more scary than a 2x4.
A tree branch that was knocked down because this tree got struck by lightning, and the tree branch fell in front of him, and he just picks it up and just starts beating.
You just
shit
had a
out of people.
perfect
Yeah.
handle grip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna watch that movie. What is this? Is it Central Intelligence?
Oh,
About
with
the-
Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
It's a pretty good movie. It's alright.
Yeah, I watched it.
I've heard their movies are good.
I saw the beginning and it looked funny where the Rock's all fat.
Yeah.
It looked pretty funny.
Jumanji was fucking hilarious.
That's why I wanted to watch
yeah.
it because Jumanji was fucking funny.
Jumanji was fucking good.
Yeah.
Have you seen it yet?
Actually, Central Intelligence is probably one of the only movies where The Rock isn't like The Rock.
Yeah.
He's kind of like a different character. He's a different character. It's interesting.
I have a Bronies documentary I need to watch. A friend of mine told me about it. I wonder if that's being up on the mic. It probably is. But there's a documentary
it's a cool
about.
sound. It's not an annoying
No,
sound.
I know. I'm just saying. But
it's like a bass drum.
It's like weird bass. It's a movie about, or it's a documentary about Bronies, like where they come from and why they're into what they're into.
What's a brony?
Male fans of My Little Pony.
Oh, yeah.
Adult male fans.
Then
of
what's
My
a
Little
jabroni?
A jabroni? That's fucking. Fuck.
Is that
It's old
Jewbronies?
school.
It's Jewbronies.
Jewbronies?
It's like an old school
That's
Italian
the
Yeah.
name of the show. Jewbronies.
term for like a loser.
Dude, I remember the first time The Rock called somebody a jabroni on
The Rock
Raw.
was the best and
And just insults and fucking
in
banter.
WWE. Yeah, he had the funniest.
In
Like, he would
promos.
say the funniest shit.
What is it? What does it even mean? Like what's?
It's just like calling someone a loser, or you know. But I remember the first time The Rock called somebody a jabroni on Raw or SmackDown or whatever it may be. And I remember my dad, oh my god, he called another wrestler that live on TV.
Yeah.
Like my dad lost his shit because he didn't like especially back in the days, he didn't call another wrestler the fuck like that was the ultimate wrestler insult was oh that guy's a fucking jabroni, like you know.
I don't even know what that means.
Like dad just lost. I remember he lost his shit. He was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh.
I remember that. I was just like,
I was like, what?
I was like, times change.
Yeah.
The times change.
Well, just like I remember the first time they said kayfabe on the fucking, it was fucking D'Lo Brown. He was talking about an injury, or he was saying someone wasn't injured. He was, "You're not kayfabing me, are you, doc?" And my dad was like, "Did he just fucking say kayfabe on like because kayfabe is
What's
like
that have to do with it?
kayfabe is like okay, kayfabe is like
There's the storyline, and then there's the real life.
yeah, and kayfabe is like that. Kayfabe
wall.
means it's the fourth wall.
Okay.
So you don't break the fourth wall. So
It's like, wait, are you in character or are you not in character? Like,
yeah,
because you want to, because these dudes would be enemies in the show, but they're just normal people out of the show.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So,
are
like,
you calling me that out of kayfabe?
yeah. So if you guys
Or
are
really fucking,
if you guys
You're
are
calling me that
enemies
right now.
if you guys are enemies on the show and you guys get caught like hanging out at a bar together, it's called breaking kayfabe. You're breaking the fourth wall. You're
Yeah.
breaking kayfabe because that's supposed to like your character is supposed to be 24 hours. When you're out in the real world, you're supposed to. It's like.
when you're amongst civilians.
Yeah, yeah,
You're supposed to be the character.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because the whole thing was wrestling's real.
Wrestling's real. Yeah, these guys are real.
Yeah.
Like Chris Jericho. He tells a story all the time on his podcast that it was one of the Wild Samoans. They're not because they didn't speak English. They just did fucking like
It was like
random
that-
cave speak. You know.
Or that whole thing in the 90s where like everybody was going like trying to like poke like fun of wrestling when everybody found out it wasn't real.
Yeah.
And it was like, and like of course it's not
Yeah.
real, you
Well,
fucking
the thing is,
dick.
it's like okay,
why do you have to keep asking and pointing at it and being like, is it real?
Yeah.
No, it's not
No,
real. You fucking idiot.
The thing about it is
you
like
don't have to fucking keep poking at it and like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
overanalyzing.
That's why people get pissed. That's why like fucking reporters would get like threatened and punched and shit because you're like, you're just stupid.
yeah, it's like
Do you know
okay,
what
in
you're
a real
doing?
fight, if I threw you against some ropes, are you gonna run back at me? No, it's not gonna slingshot you back at
And
me.
then if you move, I'm still just gonna keep running.
You're gonna keep going. Yeah. I'm gonna jump over you, and you're gonna yeah,
I'm
exactly.
still gonna keep running and then turn.
Build
and
the
come back at
momentum.
you.
Yeah.
But Chris Jericho, it was one of the Samoans, and they're not supposed to speak English, you know. And like he's a kid, and he's going up to he goes, "Can I have one autograph for me, please?" Like just like because he thinks the guy doesn't speak English.
And was he just like, yeah, sure.
The guy was like, "No, fuck off, kid." Because he was like, "He speaks English." And this was like, "Nah, fuck off, kid," because like it's insulting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you sign autograph, please.
He's just a kid. That's what it's for.
Yeah, I know
It's
it's for kids, but he was like, "Nah, fuck off." Kid. But again, it was at the time where you know what I mean, like the late '80s, early '90s when it was like, you know, that was like when shit was. Well,
Nobody
fuck.
gave a fuck about
And then kids like they like the heroes.
Yeah.
And then like the adults that get it, they like the bad guys.
Yeah.
And, like they understand what's going on.
Well, see,
Like,
that-
you need a bad guy.
But that's why the Attitude Era was so influential. Where it was like Stone Cold. Stone Cold started off as a villain, and he became that anti-hero because that was what. Because people were like, okay, we know it's real. We know it's not real, but we like this character. We like the way he reacts to shit. That's how Stone Cold became a babyface. You know what I mean? Because he became that he was a heel. That he was saying everything that he wanted to say, and people were getting behind what he wanted to say. He wasn't coming out insulting the crowd.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
No.
He wasn't
Well,
that
he
kind
was
of heel.
assaulting like the man.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
man-
That's
why
exactly what it
That's
is.
why they liked him. He was always.
Yeah. And
Once he
there's
turned Stone Cold, he was he became because he was like a rebel.
yeah. Because remember when he first came out,
But
he
yeah,
was the
he
ringmaster.
wasn't he wasn't. Yeah, I don't remember
And
that.
he didn't talk. He just stood.
But he
behind
was more
fucking
like a
ring on.
regular. Yeah, he was just more like a regular wrestler. He didn't have
Yeah.
his identity yet.
Yeah, and then you got guys that are dedicated heels like Jericho and Edge. Like when they played
Well,
heels.
it's because those guys aren't likable.
Yeah,
They're not naturally likable guys because they're white with blonde hair.
yeah. They're like well,
And,
it's,
like,
it's,
they
it's
kinda
either
look
one
like
of
the
two ways: you
guy
either love them
that-
or you hate them.
Kind of grew up with like everything handed to them.
Yeah.
like they get all the chicks.
Yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah.
like rock stars. So
Yeah.
like those guys, you're not everyone's gonna naturally not like that. So
Yeah.
you might as well be a heel.
But see, like Jericho has always said like he goes when I'm a heel, like
Where
when
it's
I
Stone Cold's like a blue collar.
yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Well,
drink a beer.
I
Tell
don't
my
know.
boss, fuck you.
Do you remember what Stone
how could
Cold's
you not
original
like
gimmick was when he was in WCW?
No,
it was
I
him and this guy
don't. Well,
Brian.
he was just
Pillman.
like a straight like wrestler.
no,
like
he
where-
well yeah, it was
He
him.
would wear
and,
the little fucking colored undies.
Yeah, but-
even when John Cena first came out,
yeah, he came in the little tight undies. He was what was it?
he was wearing like pink.
Ruthless Aggression.
And
That's
I
what he
think-
called him.
I kind of liked what they did with him though. Like they hyped him. Like I think he came out and he like fought Kurt Angle. And,
Yeah,
like,
he-
he
well-
did really good against Kurt Angle, but he didn't win.
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden he turned into fucking.
Yeah. Well, because that all came from one promo one day. He was fucking around in the back, and like he just started rapping, just like a stupid rap, like making fun of somebody. They're like, "Why don't you do that?" Like Vince, "Why don't you do that in the ring?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Okay."
Okay.
And then it just popped. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it did.
Cause you know that's what these kids love is that hip hop, that hippity hop. Do that in the ring.
McMahon's a fucking genius.
Oh yeah, he is. But the thing is like
Genius.
he's a genius in a weird way because he has
Does he
like
own WWE?
yeah. Well, not anymore.
Really?
Well, he's
Stephanie
and
Triple H.
Triple H own it now.
But I'm sure he still owns majority, doesn't he?
No, that's the thing is because he wants to bring back the XFL. Like
Yeah,
because
he
he's
wants to bring back the XFL.
yeah, he still owns a large chunk of it. He's not the majority anymore.
He doesn't go
because
on it anymore?
No, he still does, but he doesn't want to be the majority anymore because he wants to be able to go do
XFL.
other stuff. Like, you know what I mean? And because he's a
I feel
majority,
like
he can't
this is
do.
a better time to do XFL than when he tried to
Then
do
we
it
tried to
back.
do it in the original time, yeah.
What's XFL?
It was a football league, the Extreme Football League.
Oh.
Because arena football, it got
'Cause-
pretty huge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Arena here got pretty big at one point.
Yeah.
And right now, like NFL is pretty pussified.
Yeah. And so like, and then like with
Like that, some dude got decked the other day, and they're like, "Oh man," like they gave the guy a flag who hit him.
oh
too
yeah,
hard.
yeah, yeah.
And I
Oh yeah,
like,
that was
"What?"
during the Rams game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the Rams game,
Yeah.
but it was I forgot who it was.
It was someone from the.
It was Rams versus maybe the Niners or something. And I was like, what? I was like, that was a beautiful hit.
Yeah, but
I was like, that's what you're supposed to do.
yeah, like because
I was like, you didn't even hit him. Like, it wasn't like a helmet to helmet.
yeah, like back in the day. Do you
I
remember
don't
like
know why they gave him a flag. It was just
Was that
basically because
this
he.
year?
Yeah, it was this year. It was basically just because he hit him too hard.
yeah, because back in the days it was like, "Man, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm coming for you, motherfucker."
like fucking
they would talk
Lawrence
shit.
Taylor.
And yeah, exactly. They would fucking talk
Fucking
shit. And,
Ray Lewis killed the guy.
yeah, they would fucking.
Ray Lewis killed the guy?
He killed a guy.
Who'd he kill?
Not in football, but he killed
Oh.
somebody.
Oh.
Did you just fart right now?
It would have been way more badass if he killed someone.
On the field.
Yeah, but yeah, that would be.
Just
But yeah, like that's how they were. They
incapacitated someone
fucking all
completely.
fucking. You'd
They were-
see it in
you were
their
a
eyes.
beast, yeah.
All fucking.
You were a violent
like,
fucking monster.
You're not all there. You're taking a lot of concussions.
Yeah, like that's why Goldberg, like Goldberg, he played that when he fucking came out. Like when he came to fucking WCW, he played that I'm a fucking football beast. I'm just this monster that wants to.
Did he play football?
Yeah, he played for the Rams.
I didn't know he played football.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think he played for the Rams.
Professional football,
Yeah.
not even just college.
No, like pro football. Yeah, I think he played for the Rams. I'm like 95% sure he played for the Rams.
Brock Lesnar too.
Lesnar didn't actually play. He made
He made
it.
it onto the team though, didn't he?
He made it onto the team. Then he got cut.
He got cut,
in
yeah.
preseason.
Yeah.
They don't take people straight out of high school for football. Huh?
No, you have to have.
Because
They
that's
don't,
when
they
they
don't do
play
that for any
football.
sport now. Huh?
Not anymore. They used to do basketball, but not anymore.
Yeah, basketball's for the last sport.
Yeah. I think baseball still does. No, they don't.
Baseball, if they take
I
someone
wonder
straight
why
out of
he
high
went to
school, they put them in like
In a minor league team.
in a minor league.
Yeah.
That was a weird thing for him to go to football.
Who?
Brock Lesnar.
Oh, I know. Well, see, I think Brock Lesnar
Because they're like, all right, now.
Wait, so we went from football to
he
WWE
went
to
from
like,
no, he went from
No.
WWE to football.
yeah, he
Oh,
went
really?
from WWE to football, then back to WWE,
and then to
And then
UFC.
and then to
UFC.
UFC. Like I remember, I hated him for that, for going into football. It was like, all right, you just like made wrestling look bad because you just fucking went to football,
And then he didn't do good.
fucking shit yourself.
It's like,
pretty
oh,
much.
now everybody's the same size as you
Yeah.
and just as fast, way faster than you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, because apparently Lesnar, he played football in college as well, but he was just a better
But he was
wrestler.
more of a wrestler.
Yeah.
He did more wrestling than he did.
Yeah, exactly.
And
He was a real good wrestler.
and how do you land professional football? They just kind of like, oh,
He's just super athletic and big.
Then he just went and tried out. And
Oh, he
fucking
went to a
made
tryout?
the, yeah, made the team. He made
But
the team and got cut in preseason.
Yeah. But that football is something you have to do since you're a kid.
Yeah, like that's
pretty much
anything for,
any sport,
Yeah,
any professional.
you have to
sport
give up any kind of professional or personal life in your younger years.
Not
And, like,
fighting though,
Not really.
because dudes get fucked up. Because you could be young
Mm.
and boxing, and then you get fucked
You
up.
get fucked up if you're done.
And see, that's one of the things that I like when you're young, you don't, and then you're fighting older dudes. You don't have that same muscle.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't have an adult muscle, and you're getting hit by
By
bigger dudes. So you waste a lot of your time training, and then in lower ranks fighting big ass
Yeah.
bigger, like more.
That's why when I was young, my dad he put me in the ring with grown men. Remember?
Like now, like after 25, like now the way I take punches is way different than I used to. Like, and even like I don't know, it's just now I'm more of a man.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like your body can deal with it more.
Or you just have more man strength.
Yeah. And there's it's a different type
It's
of
just
strength.
from years of being alive. You get muscle from just doing shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't go away. Like some of it goes away.
Some of it, but yeah.
If you don't do anything, some of it goes away. But you're always doing something. You have a man. Your hands, your fucking neck, your
exactly.
shit doesn't. Your back strength, your core, like all that shit's still like
being alive.
you get more muscle mass or testosterone. You just grow. Like you're gonna fight like a man. It's like almost like you're hollow. Like your muscles are just not.
Yeah, exactly. They're not solid. It's just you're strong maybe, but not like you're not solid.
Yeah.
I don't know. You want to wrap it up on that note?
Sure.
We're about time. You have anything?
Follow me.
Follow you?
Follow me. I'm just not gonna tell you where to follow me from.
Yeah.
You just gotta figure it out.
And none of my shit's what do you call it? It's all private.
All private, yeah.
No, it's
you gotta.
I would have to approve it.
Right, well,
And I
follow
probably
us.
won't approve it.
Follow the show on Twitter at Real Press Start, on Facebook at The Real Press Start.
Leave a rating.
Yes. And go to iTunes, Spreaker, Stitcher, Spotify, fucking iHeartRadio, fucking anywhere you can get a podcast, we're there. Go and fucking rate us, goddammit.
Chaos.
Give us a fucking thumbs up, even if it's
Tell us hi.
just say hi, leave a comment, say some shit.
Let us know you're there.
Yeah, I monitor that shit like constantly. I'll say hi back.
Yeah, let us know you're there.
Yeah. On that note, game over.
Give us advice.
No more questions.